10. Washington's teeth. George Washington was the first U.S. president. He helped lead the battle for independence, and had bad teeth. Washington had some major dental problems from his 20s onwards, and by his 50s had none of his own teeth at all, which was in fact quite common for the time. There's a modern-day myth that his dentures were made out of wood, and although this is just a myth, the truth is somewhat stranger, as his dentures were made up from a variety of different animal teeth such as cows, horses, and elephant ivory, which were filed down to fit.
9. Second U.S. President John Adams once visited merry old England with Thomas Jefferson. They visited William Shakespeare's hometown of Stratford-upon-Avon, where they chipped off a piece of Shakespeare's chair to take as a souvenir. Absolute vandalism.
Eight. President number 7, Andrew Jackson, was involved in an estimated 100 duels, mainly with men that had insulted his wife. In 1806 he was shot in the chest at one of these duels, and in 1813 was shot in the arm in a bar fight with a senator. Mr. Jackson owned a parrot that he taught how to curse. At his funeral in 1845 the parrot had to be removed due to its constant cursing.
Who's a pretty boy then?
7. Zachary Taylor was the 12th president and a national hero from the Mexican-American War. He came into office in 1849. On the 4th of July of the following year, he sat on a bench and snacked on some cherries, then washed it down with some milk. He quickly became ill with bacterial poisoning and died. He was president for just over a year.
6. 16th President Abraham Lincoln. He was the first U.S. president to be assassinated. A little-known fact is that he was a great wrestler. He took part in wrestling matches for over a decade in his younger years, and lost only one match out of around 300.
5. Andrew Johnson was president number 17. As a boy his father sent him to be a servant to a tailor, where he became a runaway. The tailor put out a $10 reward for his capture, but he was never caught. Whilst serving as president he made all of his own suits using the training he had from the tailor he ran away from.
4. Grover Cleveland served twice as president, and so as presidents 22 and 24 respectively. He became the legal guardian to his friend's 11-year-old orphaned daughter. 10 years later he married her, making her the youngest First Lady ever at the age of 21. Talk about scandalous.
3. Theodore Roosevelt was president number 26 when he came into office in 1901. He was an avid hunter and naturalist, as well as a writer, historian, soldier, conservationist, and politician. He wrote about an encounter with an old hunter that told him an apparently true story about a Sasquatch-type creature that murdered his friend. He never claimed to see the beast himself. On Valentine's Day in 1884, both his first wife and mother died on the same day. He summed up his feelings in his diary.
The light has gone out of my life.
2. 28th President Woodrow Wilson suffered a series of strokes while in office, leaving him partially paralyzed and almost blind. This didn't stop him serving as president. However, he relied heavily on his wife, who was a descendant of Pocahontas, to help him, leading to her having the nickname Presidentress.
1. President Herbert Hoover was president number 31. There are a number of strange facts about Mr. Hoover. Both he and his wife lived in China for many years before he served as president and became fluent in Mandarin. If they wanted to talk about anything private, they would just converse in Mandarin. He wanted his servants to be invisible, which led them to jump into closets in an attempt to not be seen whenever Mr. Hoover would appear. His son had a pair of pet alligators which would roam the grounds of the White House acting as security.
And so ends our brief look at the past leaders of the United States. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, whoever you are and wherever you hail from. Thank you for watching.